Hello everyone, I'm super excited today. I have with me Mr. Ravindra Khandelwal, who is the CEO of the Dhanwantary Medicare Group. It's so nice for him to take out some time. It's going to be a very informative podcast today. So, welcome, Ravindra, to this episode. And I'm super happy that you're with me today, and we're going to share a lot of insights on your journey as well. So, welcome to the show.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I've never done this. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it, Siddhant.
Great. So to begin with, Ravindra, I want to know a little bit on your early life in brief, and how did you get into Dhanvantari? A little bit on that of your company as well. So a little bit brief on that. So over to you.
So thanks again for this. In fact, I joined the company, I would say officially around 10 years back, but you could say unofficially, I was very much part of it. So, when the first computer came into the house, it actually came to the office.
Okay.
So my father would always say that, if you want to use the computer, you have to come to the office. And if you come to the office, you can't play games on it. So we used to do small works like pay and slip entry and tally and all those things.
Okay.
So that way, we have grown up in a very humble household, and we have always been able to make the maximum out of what we have been served. And I'm very grateful for my parents and for all the things that I have received in my legacy.
It's really kudos to you because I've seen, I've known you personally as well for a long time, and it's nice the kind of passion and the kind of dedication you have with your work is truly incredible, and it's something very inspiring, I think. It inspires me every day when I go to office, when I meet people like you. So it's truly, truly incredible. Let me know a
Yeah.
little bit also, Ravindra, on the kind of obstacles and the challenges you all face on a daily basis, especially in your trade, and how do you tackle and deal with it? So a little bit on that.
You see, I appreciate what you said. In fact, coming with this kind of work in the medical line, we always have to be on our toes, and it's a very operations heavy work. So, actually speaking about that, we've been facing a lot of obstacles and challenges when it comes to the retail industry, not specifically with our company, but the entire retail industry is now under a lot of stress when it comes to the competition from online competitors and all those things. But we have been always sticking to our core, that is our service and our service mindset, especially with the team of around 250 people. We are serving around 4,000 customers daily and doing around 300 home deliveries daily. So it very much requires to have a service mindset, and that has sticking to our core has actually helped us to overcome all kind of obstacles that have come our way in the last 40 years, because my father started the company in 1984, and since last 10 years, I am involved into it. So it requires a lot of service mindset and sticking to our core values. It has allowed us to stick to our customers has been loyal to us. Thank you so much to that, and that is what has allowed us to overcome all the obstacles that have come our way.
That's truly incredible. Also, I know that you are planning some lot of expansion plans under your leadership. So, do you want to share something on that, some light on that as well?
Well, yes. In fact, when I joined the company, I had another offer from Standard Chartered in Singapore, but then I left that and came. So I thought, how else can I disrupt the market over here? So we started with our online department and the new private label department. But in the current future, I feel that we are now going to expand more towards our delivery segment, because customers are now looking at more convenience over value. So they, in fact, value is what being served to them, be it through convenience or be it through discounts.
Right.
So now we are going to focus more on the home delivery segment so that we can expand our customer base and give them more and more convenience.
That's truly also incredible. I know that, since you've taken over the role, Dhanvantari also has been expanding in a big way. Wherever I go, I see your outlets. So kudos to you. And even in fact, even the service you all provide, your door delivery service, and there are a lot of other offers which your company provides, and you're always one step ahead of the competitors. So it's truly incredible that that's also truly, truly, all the kind of vision which you have going forward with the company also, it's truly great. Also, Ravinder, I want to know one more thing. What are basically a message if you want to give, to the health and wellness community from your side? What would that kind of message be, to the youth of today, or someone who would probably want to get into the healthcare space? What would that message directly be from your side?
See, the message that I would like to give out to the universe, be it to anyone who's already in our industry or to the customers or to the new generation, is that we must stick to our core in the sense that we must put ourselves first, our body first. So I used to be 115 kilos up until 3 years back, and now I'm at 88. I want to reduce further to 76. In the same manner, customers need not first, if they have a common cold, they need not first, dose themselves with antibiotics and such things. There's a lot of things that you can do for your own wellness, because nothing proves best to you if you can control your health with food. If you can control the intake of food, like, healthy habits like not eating fried things and sweet things after sunset, and, staying healthy.
Yeah,
And for the message that can go out to people who want to enter the health industry, I would always say that you need to put the customer at the center of whatever you are doing. Yes, of course, profits and margins are what the business revolves around, but then those will definitely come if you are always making sure that the customers are ultimately being served the convenience, and they're being given the kind of the value that they require for the medicines, because authentic medicines is something that is very important. In the current date, the ASSOCHAM reports, the Association of Chambers of Commerce reports are saying that 25% of the medicines in circulation are fake. So that's a very shocking fact, and that means 1 in 4 medicines are fake. So it's very important for us to make sure that discounts are not everything. It's very important to make sure that what medicines are being consumed, are they original and are they being sourced
yeah,
from the manufacturers.
yeah.
So that is what we specialize in, and that is how we have been able to serve our customers.
No, and also to add to that, everyone nowadays thinks they are doctors themselves. They think that, anything happens, you just pop a pill. But, it's very important to be prescribed by the correct doctor, and then, take your medications, because there can be side effects, there can be other things as well. But unless, you don't need to, you always have just a one call away, your family physician or, any other healthcare expert. It's always
Exactly,
important
exactly.
today, especially for the Gen Zs also, who think, that, it's very easy to pop a pill that if you have some kind of a problem, please do your checkups. It's very important to do regular checkups
Oh,
at home.
absolutely.
I feel also
No doubt
personally.
about it.
Yeah.
No
And,
doubt about
and,
it.
and unless you're under proper guidance, don't play with your health or your life, and be under proper
Am I
supervision.
audible?
Yes, you are. You are. So
Yes,
you
sorry, it got
probably,
cut.
yeah. So I feel that, that is also very important to be under proper supervision, to
Yeah.
add to that.
Yeah,
Also,
absolutely.
yeah. Also, Ravindra, tell me one more thing. No, basically, I know that in COVID, everyone was having a very tough life. We all were staying indoors. We couldn't do much. And at that time, I'm sure there would be a lot of pressure on your trade. In terms of the medical fraternity. So, and I know that you have done, and your company has done a lot of work during COVID. So, I remember there were some camps also which you all used to do on a regular basis, and there were many other things which you all were doing. So I want to know a little bit on that as well.
Oh, I'm very happy that you picked up this topic. In fact, I'll take some time to answer this. It's very important for us to understand that during COVID, the pandemic situation was a very chaotic situation for everyone. And I will not just say to people in the industry, but also for people who were based at home and they could not even go to work or their factories and stuff. But, during the COVID time, there were a lot of struggles that came our way, including, so who are we? Who are the people who are serving the customers? It's our team.
Right.
And if the team is not being able to come to work, then how are you going to serve them? So we started with in the first 2 months of the COVID, when there was a lot of fear going around. We had only around 60 percent of our workforce being able to come to work. The rest were not able to come to work because the trains were closed and the buses were closed. So we made sure to give our own private vehicles for the pickup and drop facility. And we were working closely with the government and the health department at that time. So I'm very happy that they were able to help us at that time, and we were able to, come together and make sure the COVID pandemic was taken care of. There were situations when customers were able to tell us that we are placing the order for medicines. Can you please deliver them? But there were some customers who were saying, you can send the medicines, but how am I going to have them? I need to have food first,
Yeah.
so I cannot step out of my house to get the food. So we would tell them, you tell us what you need. And on the way, our delivery boys would pick up 1 kg rice and 1 kg dal and
Mm.
deliver with the medicines, and they would pay them. And some customers were saying, like my parents, I'm working in America, I'm working in Europe, and my parents are at home. What do I do? How do I send the medicines at their place? Then there were customers who were hospitalized because in the first segment of COVID, first wave, when the infrastructure was not that developed, the government was sending ambulances to pick up the patients and sending them to quarantine centers. And those who were going, they did not have their medicines with them. So our staff, in fact, I myself was one of them to go and deliver to the COVID centers to make sure that the customers are getting those medicines. Although I used to come back and take all my precautions because our team is very important to us. And hats off to my team, hats off to the 250 staff who are working with us, who gave their all, who risked their families to be able to serve the customers. So that is something that I'm very grateful for. And I hope the pandemic situation never comes back again.
Yeah,
And the way we are living right now, I'm sure that the country is very much ready to handle another pandemic, but we must be aware of what we are doing, where we are going, and how sanitizers are not part of our lives anymore. But then still, it's very important that we maintain that kind of hygiene.
right.
So make sure that our families are safe.
Right. It's truly incredible because I remember also, there were many instances also, where even my staff, we was just a call away, and then your retail stores used to deliver the medicines to us, and and always on the toes. And it was, and also the time duration when delivering those medicines was really fast. So I think you all took care of every aspect, in terms of the situation at that time which we were facing. So
Oh yes, oh yes.
kudos to your entire team. It's truly incredible how y'all managed this situation, because I'm sure at that time so much pressure also is there, during the pandemic, on the medical fraternity. So I can truly imagine what y'all must also be going through that time. So
Yes.
so I want to now, coming to the next segment, it's going to be a little fun segment to know you more personally, which I call it the rapid fire round, the quick rapid fire round. So I want to know some of your favorites and some of the things you like. So the
Sure, sure.
so to start with, I want to know, Ravindra, what is your favorite holiday destination where you can go anytime if you just want to unwind and you can go any time of the week?
So I might, attract some controversy on this, but my anytime favorite destination is Thailand.
Okay,
Me and my wife are very big fans of the place,
okay,
and we've been there like around 5, 6 times, and it's very close, it's easy, it's convenient,
right,
and somehow the people are so welcoming and so warm over there.
right.
And apart from that, I would not look away from our own capital, our own say, country. My always favorite destination in India is Shillong.
Oh, okay.
I just absolutely adore the place, and I just connect with the place in a very different way.
We have a common thing because my wife's from Assam as well.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so my next question would be, what's your favorite cuisine? What's the kind of food you love to indulge in?
So my favorite cuisine would always be Indian food,
Okay.
North Indian food and South Indian food alike. I just love them. In
Okay.
fact, me and my wife always have a debate when we go out to eat.
Yeah.
She just loves to gorge on Italian food, and I would always prefer Indian food.
Music, I think, is the best therapy. So, when you're stressed and, you just want to be left alone, what's the kind of music you like to listen to? What is one of your favorite genres?
So, since a very long time, since like almost 15, 20 years, I've been an ardent follower of electronic dance music. EDM is something that I always connect with.
Oh,
You
nice.
don't need words to actually hit your soul.
Right.
And my favorite all-time artist has to be Armin van Buuren. I
Okay.
recently saw your photograph with
Yeah.
Armin as well.
Yeah.
And I just connect with it like anything on the go, on my earphones, on the drive. I just love the electronic music. It really hits me a lot.
Lovely, lovely. What is that one motto do you stand by? That's something which you truly believe in.
So the one motto that I always stick with is called Veritas Equitas, that is personal honor and valor in every situation.
Okay.
I always believe in sticking to who you are in every situation because if you want to be someone else, you can't find a solution because you're too busy being someone else.
Right.
So if you are being true to yourself and you are making sure that your personal valor is in place, your personal honor is in place, every situation can be overcome.
True. I think that's so well said. Yeah. And my last question for today, your opinion or your what do you think the main difference today between us as millennials and the Gen Zs of today?
See, actually, I will take some time to answer this. The Gen Z, the millennials, and us, we are all here on planet Earth. We are here to make sure that we are able to add value to every situation we are in.
Right,
See, if you're hanging out with friends, you should be able to make sure that you are able to scratch someone else's back. Only then can they come and scratch your back.
right,
In the same manner, if I would say, there are a lot of things that we need to make sure to stick to, like making sure that we are always being able to add value to a situation. Now, a lot of times we feel that we have personal arguments with family members or with friends or with your colleagues or whatsoever it is. But if you want to understand them and what their wants are and what their demands are, you are able to serve them faster and you're able to get out of that situation quickly.
right.
Because, a lot of times we feel that, like the Gen Z are not really, sticking to the core values. Sometimes the human factor is being lost, the personal connects are being lost. Sometimes they say that they're always on Instagram and stuff. But you see, there is a reason they are there. Now, we used to go out when we were children. We used to go out in our gully and used to play cricket with the people in our area. It's the same way that the Gen Z connects with their friends and the network it is. Our parents used to connect, going to these Samaj ka sansthas and all these events.
Yeah,
So it's the same thing being done in a different form. It's very important that you are able to not judge them, but at the same time evaluate what exactly they want. Maybe it's the social connect that they lure. Maybe they want to make sure that they are heard.
yeah,
If you, in this current situation where there is so much chaos, I would say chaos not from social media only, but from the entire world. Because if a population is growing, there are
yeah.
going to be more people around.
True.
There are always going to be arguments. So arguments are not bad. Debates are always a situation or an opportunity to grow.
Yeah,
If you look at a debate like an argument, then you really can't grow out of the situation. So
yeah,
it's very important to enter into arguments, but not make sure that not to go to the negative side of the argument, but to take the argument to a positive side.
right.
So I feel, our parents were always doing that. We are doing it now. I would always try to give this message to the Gen Z also that, arguments are good, but it's on us. It's in our hand. The ball is our court to make sure that it is going to a positive side.
That's a truly, truly wonderful message, Ravindra. Thank you so much for giving the time and for this episode. It was so nice to chat with you and understand and get inspired again. So, thank you once more and hope to connect with you soon and see you soon.
Oh, it has been my pleasure. In fact, this is the first time I'm on a podcast, and
Okay.
I'm so glad that it is with someone I know so well, who has been connected with me so well. And I would say the most handsome dad around, I guess.
Thank you.
But it's lovely to see your photographs with your family and everything. I love
Thank you. Take
it.
care, bro. Take care. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Siddhant. Thank you.